Yo! Yo, yo, yo! How's it going? Hey yo, Sky Deedlit Gamer Gang, I hope you're all doing well. What's a hub? We're gonna start some Falco Ace runs today. That's the plan. I did some more parent stuff off stream. And we have something we can use at least for right now. Even if it's not good, I think it's probably worth just getting something done. And then we can improve from there later. And maybe double back and look at parent stuff again later. Bitgura, what's up? After 8 days of not playing ZZ, I found out the Express Pass still counts down. Oh no. Oh, speaking of ZZZ, I failed. I can't believe it. For the first time for DA since, like, I guess it was the second DA that I started trying it. This is the first time I haven't been able to 9-star with 6 characters. I don't think I have a duo that can 3-star the Defiler. So I got to 8 with the pairs, and then had to actually run a full team against Defiler. I was doing DA earlier today. But I tried with what did I try? I tried Evelyn Fufu. And it was able to 2-star, but there was quite a gap between that and what I would need to 3-star. If I had Seed, maybe. I didn't try Anby. I didn't try an Anby duo. But maybe Anby gets me there. It is Elec week. And the buff does do more for Elec than it does for general attackers. Also, right before I started stream, I had a high score for the week, which I think is also just my highest score for team trials to this point as well. I think before this it was 608k. So seeing as we haven't changed our team trials team at all since like we started prepping for Gemini Cup, that's nice. That's cool. I don't know who actually scored well. Oh, we need to shop. Who scored well? Air Groove. Let's go Air Groove. But what's up? Summoning for Hishi Amazon. I'm gonna do the daily singles on her banner. If I get her, cool. If not, that's okay. Hey, look, McQueen Peas. That's always nice. We're getting close to the 4-star. Top 100, we've hit it a few times. I was able to hold it 1 week. Now the scores have gotten higher. So I don't even know if we might have fallen out of it now. But being 100th is still hype. Still feels good. Actually, I decided to make a turf Falcon like you, yo. First turned it really well. Just a stat problem. I'm glad it is going well. I really like Falco. Falco's cool. So I recommend turf Falco a lot because I think she's very fun and also very good. So hopefully we will get a good one today. Hope you're all having a great day, at least better than when my tooth just crumbled while I was eating pistachios. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh no. I'm a little sick, so I'm gonna be lower energy today probably, and also maybe more forgetful. But nowhere near that bad. I feel really bad, I'm so sorry. Clear my summons are so weird. Instead of Hishi Amazon, I got Rice and Anime Tail. Ooh. I hope you like them both. Her design is incredible. I really, really love Hishi Amazon's design. I'm gonna pull for Wedding Amazon as long as I have the pulls to get her when she does come around, because I think her in the wedding outfit looks incredibly beautiful. But I'm totally fine with missing out on normal Amazon. Are skills that help with vision worth it? Not for CMs. Generally, yeah. The vision skills are pretty weak. For team trials, if you want to take them just because they're cheap, just to get points for triggering skills, that can be nice, but they don't help you, like, win races. So I did parent stuff off stream yesterday because I couldn't stream because I had some family stuff going on. But we got this, which is 2 power, 2 turf, no groundwork. We use the same Ogre that we had, which also doesn't have groundwork. But we have the Bourbon Grandparent, which is 3-star groundwork. So this is 5 turf, 3 mile. And then I found this earlier today, looking through Chronogenesis, this say, which is 5 turf, 2 mile, and it's 7 groundwork. And the affinity's good. And I think we do need a bit more stam, so this is nice. I was planning on using this beforehand, which has 8 groundwork. Does have a URA, does have a little bit more like tail held high. But I think we're gonna run this. The affinity's a bit better. I think we are gonna want a little bit more stam. And then I changed the deck as well. I think we're gonna run this. Not this. It should be bourbon. And this should be Marve. I think we're gonna run this. We'll try it for the first run. We'll see how things look. We might make adjustments. I initially did my deck test with this. And we're borrowing this card, the MLBL. This is what I initially did my deck test with, and it seemed good. I think Marve's just better than the Fine, and it gives us a source of tail held high. If I can click on the right card. It gives us a source of tail held high, which is cool. And then King is better stat-wise than Flash at this LB. But Flash can hint standard, and this event can give target insight, so it's another 2 greens we could have access to. So we're gonna run it with this for now, and if we're seeing that we're getting greens through inspiration, like, consistently, then we'll drop it for King again, and just get the extra stats. Why Wit? I wanna hit, like, at least 550 Wit. If we can get above 600, that's nicer. We have 20% speed bonus, so I think we should get our speed still to a decent point with 3 speed. And the extra Wit helps for triggering skills a little bit more consistently, although the difference isn't that much, but more so the target speed throughout the race, just to have a better shot at competing for lead. Because we do want Falco to take first early in the middle leg, just so that she can get her unique off, and then hopefully hold the lead off of that. The extra Wit will help with that. Hopefully. Yes, yeah, I can still do account reviews after these as well, yep. Other considerations would be dropping Marve for Fuji and having a source of Mile Quarters and Summer Runner. I want to try it with Marve first. And see what the Wit ends up looking like. And if we're looking okay on the Wit, and if we want another source of greens from Summer Runner or whatever, we might make that shift too. But I think we're gonna try this first and see how it goes. Who are some good parents for Smart Falcon? I've been running I made an L parent. You definitely want Saiyan Sky as one of the parents, because Saiyan Unique is basically mandatory for frontrunners. L's Unique as a frontrunner unique is also pretty good. Another unique that frontrunners can use is McQueen which is just then a mid-leg speed skill. But for Falco, L does have higher base affinity than McQueen. And Sei has the same as L, so that's nice too. And then look for Turf Sparks if you are planning to do Falco stuff. At least 7, if not 10. 7 gets her to B, and then you just hope to see a hit through inspiration during the career. 10 gets her to A from the start. Which we're going 10 turf 5 mile. That's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this feels, and then we'll make adjustments if it feels bad. Which hopefully it'll feel okay. Other idea would be swapping L for Yaino. But I'm unsure of what our power will look like with that, and I think L's a nice borrow, so we'll see. I also am not sure what our SP is gonna end up looking like by the end of it. So while Yaino does give more skills that we can make use of, I don't know how many skills we're actually gonna buy. Or be able to buy consistently. Oh, Spilloka, what's up? How's it going? Are we gonna move up from Kita? Who are some good Umas to run for Cancer Cup? Frontrunners seem very good. Frontrunners seem very good for Cancer Cup, although they do need more work to get to a competitive level. Because for frontrunners, it's basically mandatory to have Seiyun Sky Unique, which isn't a big thing, but you also need groundwork and 3 greens or groundwork and 2 greens plus focus. And if you don't have all of those pieces, you can't compete with frontrunners who do have those. This can give Charming if we're lucky. It did not. Speed or power? Let's take power. So I like Falco a lot. I'm gonna run front L as well, because I think that's a very strong option, and I like L a lot too. Other front runners that are good are Seiyun Sky, who if she's in the lead towards the end, and she does trigger her unique, it puts her in a really good position to win. I like Daiwa Scarlet as well for front. I think Suzuka's probably easy to train for front, although she might have higher peaks, or lower peaks than some of the others. Outside of front, I think Pace is weaker, but it can perform well, more specifically in lobbies with weaker fronts. Stuff like Pace L, Pace Scarlet, Kata-chan I've seen talked about as well for Pace stuff. And then there's like backline gambling things you can do. So Vodka and Grass for late surgers are particularly nice because they both have a gambling excel on their P5. And then you take like Ryan Unique and Marzensky Unique, and you hope you trigger those. And end closers work as well. You get spurred on them either through inspiration or through Amazon card. And that's basically Taishin's the good one. Taishin's actually very strong. And then you could do stuff with like Gold Ship or Wedding Maya. I think it's weaker, than Taishin for sure. I don't know how it compares to the gambling late searchers. I think if the late searchers hit their excels, they perform better, but maybe there's like a baseline consistency thing that props up the other end closers. I don't know, I haven't looked at end stuff much, personally. But it seems like, we'll take Guts here. It's 3 on Guts. It seems like the general go-tos are you either do front stuff, which is 2 front plus a backwiner, or 3 front. Or you do backline stuff, and that's like 2 backwiners plus a front blocker, so you build like a Bakshin, or a Falco, or a Daiwa Scarlet, or I think I've seen people talk about front McQueen as well. I don't know. That seems a little more difficult to build, and also it seems like it's weaker, but I'm unsure. Who just denies Saiyan Sky. Unique from all the other frontrunners, and then you have your backliners close the gap and win, and that's cool. Or you go like full backline. I think the 2 that I would look at more are 2 front plus a backline gambler, or 2 backliners with a front blocker. I think they offer I don't know how to... I lost track of where I was going with words. I think having a backliner when you're doing front is nice. In case you do get a lobby with either just a really strong front runner or a front blocker that denies you the lead, so that you still have a chance at the win. And I think if you're doing backline stuff, building a blocker is... maybe low effort, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. But I don't even know if that's true, because you do still need groundwork in the greens. But it does provide you with a nice way of weakening frontrunners. Low effort for CM, which is still effort. That's a good way of putting it. Yep. Just gonna use a bunch of face. I hope it works out. I wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna do front Falco, front L, and some backliner. I was thinking of running late Ogre. I might just take grass to 3-star and run grass. Or we just do late Teo, because then I get to use Teo in a CM, which we haven't done yet. Is this the CM to use Teo on? No. But then it gives us 3 horses I really like, so. We'll see. Kansai. Kyoto or Hanshin? Wait, let me pull up the race list. A real Teo fan wouldn't that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid she's just gonna do horribly, and then I'm gonna feel bad every race just seeing her not do anything. So maybe grass is the right call. I don't know. And then we just save Teo for a track where she'll actually probably perform a bit better. A big stamp stack. Winning the Yoshi, it is more important. I am afraid Teo is not gonna win much at all if we do try Teo stuff, unfortunately. But at least we'd get to see her. And then we will still have somebody I really like win, hopefully, with Falco. Who also just happens to be very good on the CM as well, so that's a bonus when a character you like is also really good. It's early September. There is a Hanshin race this turn. There's a Hanshin race next turn. There's a Kyoto race the turn after that. There's a Kyoto race the turn after that. Actually, there's races in this region literally every turn up through the goal. We'll rest this turn. Yeah, five with sympathy. It's a lot. You do need a lot. We do see L Chain 2, that's 30 energy. Say Gold, what's up? Astrowing, how's it going? Do you have Suzuka SSR and would you use it here? If I had it, I would. I don't, unfortunately. But if I did have it, I would use it. I probably wouldn't take Unrestrained, but the other front hints can be nice. There's our green that we needed. Big Guts stack, sure. We haven't gotten to train speed much. Nobody's wanted to be on speed. Also, Anna, how's it going? Marve's on speed this turn. There's 3 on wit. Let's take Artemis Stakes here. We lose. That's very bad. Now we have to take an extra race. Oopsie. Well, let's rest here. We got a mood down. It's late November. We can take Kyoto here. We'll watch this one. We'll see how she's doing. Gold ship, yo. Miles on next CM? Yes. Yeah, next CM is 1600 meter Tokyo turf. Should I be running power cards for the CM? They are particularly nice in the CM because you can actually do it now. Because the track is shorter. For frontrunners, having the extra power helps you accelerate at the start a bit better and get in a better position to take the lead. For backliners, it helps you accelerate at the end and help you close the gap. And the stamina requirement is pretty low, so you can basically hit the stam that you need to survive the track through just the stam that you'll get from your power cards, plus any additional stam sparks you're taking as well, so that's nice. This does get our mood back up. We get stam whip. That works. That also would have gotten our mood back up. It is early December. Power Rainbow is nice. We do have to win another race, so we could either take Hopeful Stakes here or not do that and take the Speed Rainbow and then take like a G3 next turn. If we lose the G3, the career is over. That's the downside. So we can take like this. That should be fine. Let's buy front straights now, because we just got that hinted. Actually, we can get this hinted a little more through inspiration, so we probably hold off. We'll be fine. Did I run today with Falcon that I ran so many G1s? My URA finale was on medium turf. Oh. Almost failed Kari because I only had B turf and no grubber. Uh-oh. Pika, what's up? I'm doing alright. I'm a little lower energy today, but it is nice to be training Falco. That gives me energy. Ishi Amazon Insane Sky banner reminded me Uma Musume is still a gacha game if you don't have enough carrots to guarantee don't even summon. Oh no. It is particularly punishing the way the pity works in this game. Is there a reason why you weren't running Super Creek? She's unnecessary for this CM. You can get away with just like 601 Stam, 301 Guts, and be able to survive the track without any recoveries. And we should be able to hit that or hit near that with just the power cards plus the Stam Sparks we're taking. This is a 13%, don't fail. Recommendations for a deck to use with Daiwa? You can run something similar to this. There are other cards that are nicer. If you have like Simon Suzuka, Speed SSR, that's pretty good. Sweep as an SR is very good. King as an SR is very good. Top option here is Speed, yes? I don't remember this event. Speed or Power Guts? We take Speed. We rest here. And then we get Inspiration, and then we have Satsuki Show. I think if you are gonna run any Stam card for the CM, we do hit Groundwork. The only one worth actually running is Seiyun Sky, if you're doing frontrunner stuff, just to get Escape Artist. Outside of that, I think Stam cards are pretty weak. Because you can just get away with Power and Stam Sparks. So we do have what we need for Groundwork. We have Sunny Days, Wet Conditions, Front Savvy, and Groundwork all right now. That's cool, that's good. We got Slipstream as well. I don't know if we'll buy it, but it's good to see it. We have Satsuki Show here. Can we buy anything before Satsuki Show? Probably not. I want to buy Front Streets before the next time that we hit a Bourbon hint or a Kita hint. But if we finish Bourbon Chain 2, that's another hint for it. And we can also get it hinted through Inspo again as well. So we don't have to buy it now. Just before we take another hint to remove it from the pool from them. Because we do want to see front corners from Bourbon. Go, Falco, go! Oh, oh no! We don't get our unique! Poor Falco. It's fine, we still win. That's one of the really nice things about Falco is she starts with 2 greens. She starts with Wet and Savvy, which are a power green and a wit green, so they're good skills to take anyways, and also we just take the rainbow here. I was thinking about clicking Stam for the friendship, but I think our Stam is high enough at this point anyways. We want more. Slacker sucks. Okay, well there's the other frontrunner streets hit. Does the Suzuka SSR card need to be maxed? The closer you have it to max, the better. But even at low limit breaks, it's Oops, ow. Still competitive, at least with the low LB SRs. If we pull up, like, what's a good way of visualizing it really quick? If we pull this up. This is it compared to the Aishin I'm running at 3LB. So at 0LB Suzuka with 3LB Aishin. They seem pretty comparable at this point. You lose mood effect for friendship Ona. She doesn't have the training effectiveness, but she does have more specialty priority. They seem pretty close. Follow. Oh, if you're gonna borrow it, definitely look for an MLB one. You can search, this site is really nice. This one. Also, Cabin, what's up? Yeah, boy's back. I'm glad you're not dead. Artoriatomy, how's it going? Maxie, what's up? Lurking while it'd be funny with frontrunner Rudolph, but your streams are so nice to listen to while doing something I love them. Ah, that's so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. I hope Front Rudolph has been treating you well. On the topic of borrows, if you are gonna borrow Suzuka or any card, always try to borrow an MLB. What you can do is if you use this site that I just linked, you can search specifically for somebody who has an MLB copy of the card. And it'll just give you a list of IDs that you can copy and throw right into the game. And you can also search for representatives and stuff, but if you're just looking for the card, you can just search for the card, and there should be a lot of options. It's a very nice way of being able to find borrow options really quickly. It's early June. I think we take Guts here. Just to get the friendship on Marve and Spe, and then we rest. One downside to Falco is she has a race in summer, because she takes Japan 3rd beam. What's with that site propaganda recently? Is it better than UmaTV? I think it has a larger pool. Where what I've seen from people who have made videos on it, and it does seem to be the case with the numbers they have represented as well. It looks like they just scrubbed a bunch of clubs and took stuff from that, whereas UmaDB just has like user submitted IDs. The thing that I personally like about it is this though, where like for Falco, I can put the Falco that we are gonna train and the L that we do have, urban. And if we were to search for like Insane Sky with, let's say like a 7 turf. Say, with groundwork. Something like that. The fact that it gets sorted by base affinity is cool. It doesn't factor in, like, oh, well, I guess this search only brought up one, so not particularly helpful for illustrating it. Maybe if we turn on this option, it'll have more. No, that's still just one. What if we lower the groundwork? Apparently I'm looking for too much. It does sort by base affinity. Or it gives you the option to sort by base affinity, which is cool. Just for getting an idea of how the affinity ends up looking. Although it doesn't factor in like any of the race overlap bonus affinity that you're getting. So the numbers that are shown here are a lot lower than what you do see in game, depending on the G1 wins that you do have on the parent end. But I think that part is cool. If you don't have SSR Suzuka, but MLBR Suzuka, is it worth building up? I like MLBR Suzuka for parent stuff. I wouldn't try it in an ace deck. Just because you're gonna hurt on the stat end. But for parent stuff, our Suzuka can be very nice though. Falcon Ace, nice. I wish I had her. I'm sorry you don't. She's really cool. Hopefully we'll get a good run. We are low on speed this career. We have not gotten to train speed much. Because there's been other stuff. And people just aren't seeming to want to show up on speed either. We were either gonna take Wit here or rest and get the mood back to great. I think I'm okay with taking a Wit Rainbow because Spell was there. We can take that, that's fine. You get the bad curvature hint. We do want to fix our mood. But we haven't hit Flash Chains yet, and she could... Okay, well... If we're getting bumped down further... we might as well. Oh, L. Oh, no. What a disaster. Oh, it's so bad. We're gonna grab Amazon because I'm not gonna be able to pull her, so maybe we can get her from a claw machine at least. We overshot! Oh my god, what a disaster. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so terrible. Okay, we still get 3. So the Cancer Cup has secret stat thresholds for stamina and guts. I have some more information on it in this doc, which is gonna get double post it on the YouTube end because I put the command in both chats because I'm dumb. Oops. But the way that stat thresholds work, which I can pull this up as well, because it is worth talking about. This section here, these are the tables, I just took them directly from the reference doc, which is linked here. For every 300 points of that stat, you get a speed boost. So, at any point you're getting plus 5% because you have at least one, then 301 to 306 is another 5, and then it goes that way. Because there are 2 stats here for Cancer Cup, these get halved. So the goal here is to shoot for 601 on Stam and 301 on Guts. So we're getting a 12.5% speed bonus. It does get affected by mood as well. So you can plan on the lower end and then just have it for finals where you're set at great mood. Or you can try and shoot higher to account for awful mood. I think if I'm having awful moods, I'm probably not going to perform well anyways, so I don't feel like it's worth going out of our way to hit these, but if we do, cool. And then also the green skills, those passive skills, are not factored in for the stat thresholds either. But they are still nice to get for triggering groundwork. Is groundwork a must-have as a frontrunner? Yes. Yeah, I think it's basically a necessity to have groundwork and 3 greens, or groundwork plus 2 greens and focus. And then also Sayun Sky Unique. I think if you don't have all of those pieces, competing with frontrunners that do have those, is a lot harder. Because you just immediately fall behind at the start if you don't have groundwork. And if you don't have angling and scheming at the end, you don't get an excel. How do you get groundwork? You get it as white sparks on parents and then hope you see it through inspiration. There are a few cards that can give groundwork, which are Air Groove, Ogre Cap, Gold Ship, and Rudolph. None of those are really cards that you want to use in an ace deck, at least for front runners. The Ogre Power card can see use for backline gambling stuff. Just due to it giving Furious Feet, but it's not something you'd want on a front runner ace deck. We are a little low on the stats here. Not looking good so far. But maybe it'll improve as we get into senior year. Maybe, probably not. It's looking rough. We want to see at the very least 600 coming out of Classic Year for speed and power, if not higher than that. Which, ideally, we're higher than that, at least on the speed end. There's a double speed. Concentration's really, really good for team trials. Because it's a... Ooh, big power stack. Unfortunate that L's not here. It's a relatively cheap gold skill, which is nice for team trials points. And it also helps you get strong start, which is also more points for team trials as well. Let's just take a race here. Take a G2. Rather than clicking on Wit with 1. But having either focus or concentration to fall back on in the case that you don't get 3 greens is still nice. Just so that you still have a shot at triggering groundwork in those cases. But unlike the greens, which are guaranteed to activate as long as they match the track conditions, focus and concentration are wit checks. So there's a chance you just fail the wit check and don't trigger the skill. And in those cases, then you miss out on groundwork. Which groundwork itself is also a wit check. So there is still the chance that you fail a wit check on groundwork and don't trigger groundwork, even if you do have the 3 greens. But only having the 1 wit check is nicer than having 2 at the very beginning. That's our first time training with Atsuko. We're just not getting good turns. We take wit here. We do want some more. That's on the weaker end. But we're high enough on energy, we wouldn't want to rest anyways. Take this. Maybe we see tail hell time. I think this is our first Marve hint. There's a lot of single rainbows across the board. Or turns without rainbows. That's better. We've had like 2 good power turns and 1 double speed rainbow. But the rest of the turns have felt pretty bad. That caps our energy. We're at 484 stam right now. I guess 488 with the +4 there. There's more guts. I don't think we ever have to worry about the guts threshold. I think with the sparks we have as well, we should be fine on stam too. Okay, give me good speed turns, please. There we go. Oh, we need more speed. The power turn there was better, but we need more speed. When I choose my parent, which one is better? Low affinity but with groundwork sparks, or higher affinity but useless skills? I think, yeah, I think more groundwork sparks is probably better. But I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I think sacrificing the affinity for more groundwork sparks is probably the right call. And more so treating the good affinity more like a bonus. In addition to, this is focus, there's speed and skill points. We can just take the speed and skill points. We need more speed anyways. We're quite low on the wood, actually, compared to what we were looking for. Interesting. Oh, outer post. I think we stick with this deck and run it again. I feel like we're on the right track here. Just need better turns. This is not a helpful turn. Oh, we are under on Stam, aren't we? It looks like we are still. Interesting. That still doesn't get enough stam too. Interesting. So that would get us to 560. Plus end of career stuff, we'd still be under. We do at least hit for Great Mood, though. Interesting. Well, we overshot on power compared to what our goal stat line is. Our speed's low. Overshot on guts a lot. What would we buy here? We would buy this. Fast-paced. Front straights. Groundwork savvy. The home stretch haste. I feel like if we're in a position to trigger ramp up or slipstream, we're in a bad spot. I single circled it. I think we just take this and then get more speed at the end, maybe. Maybe. Because I feel like if we're in a position where we're triggering slipstream, I think we're sad. But that could be the completely wrong assessment. I guess out of today, what we will get is a few Falcos I can run in room matches and see what things end up looking like and what the situations are. And that'll give me a better idea of how much we want to value slipstream and ramp up. Also, I completely missed the question of who I'm running for Scene 3. We're running Falco, El Condor Pasa, and then some late Surger. I don't know who it's gonna be. Either Ogre or Grass or Teo. It'll be one of the three. I don't know which one yet. Does front savvy? It does, yeah. So we would trigger groundwork off of front savvy, wet conditions, and sunny days in that case. Which we can go see if we can find a rematch and run our net right now before we start the next career. See how she does. That's got a big field. That also has a big field. Oh, here we go. This is the one we just trained, yeah. We are sorting by date. Was it 2-star groundwork? We got 2-star groundwork on the Falco? I don't have groundwork on either my L parent or the Ogre grandparent. Oh, we can wait, you're so right. I can just host one myself. That's smarter. It is summer. Good. We can say we're at great mood, sure. Here's the room. If anybody wants to join it, feel free to hop in. Oh, there's the Fukugitaru. Ooh. Ooh. With the super lucky 7 big Gamba. Oh my goodness. Huge. Ooh. Another Falco. Let's go, Falco. Whoa. Whole bunch of greens. And a smile. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. The wedding air groove, huge. Oh, and Maruzensky. Oh. The big plays. That's scary. This one's scary. Oh, race, go, go. Falco! Saiyan's got huge. Oh great, we get to see a few front runners and backliners in this too. That's nice. Another Fukugitaru! Whoa. Pace Ogre too. Cool. It's End Marzen. So the hope is that she pulls into 5th either right before spurt or at spurt. We're in 3rd. 2nd. 2nd still. Oh, we don't get our unique. Oh, we don't get angling and scheming. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, let's see. Good race. We got fans. No. Okay, well, that's a situation where Slipstream would have helped. So that is good to see one. Oh, we can see how this one goes too. Oh, it hasn't been started. Never mind. Let's start it again. Let's see if we can do better. Hopefully, maybe. I think we do just run the same deck. Real TM Opera! Oh, yo, what's up? We're doing Falco trainings. Maybe I should do that as well. It seems like an interesting idea. It seems very interesting. Silver, how's it going? Two on stand. We're gonna take an outing. That's good energy from an outing. There's sunny days. We hit our green. So we are good. Let's rest here. We can see a better turn next turn. This is Stam. We like a little bit of Stam, at least. That's slightly better. We were low on speed last time. Although we started to catch up towards the end of the career. Big Stam turn? Sure. Would you accept a 1-star power, 1-star redshift, 2-star summer runner, 1-star groundwork grandparent? It depends on just how much time you want to do parent farming stuff for. Neither of my grandparents have. Or, oh, that's not true. My Ogre grandparent Here, the one that I have, because we borrowed one that doesn't have groundwork. This one doesn't have groundwork. And this one also doesn't have groundwork. I was just, I settled on pinks. And that was good enough for me, even though they don't really have useful whites. Having groundwork in Summer Runner is really nice when it comes to whites. So if it has a nice pink, especially let's take wit here. Maybe we see tail all type. See ramp up. Okay. This caps our energy. Why are late surgers called Gamba for this? There's two reasons. I would say. So the two late surger acceleration skills are Furious Feet, which is if you're in the back during the late race. So if it triggers early into late race, then it's good. If it triggers late into late race, then it's too late to do anything. The other one is on your left, which is also a late race excel. So if it triggers early into the late race, it's good. If it triggers late into the late race, it's not good. The other reason is you're gambling on those excels triggering at a good timing, and you're also potentially gambling on positioning for triggering Iron, which wants you to be in 6th at the end, and also Redshift, which you're hoping that you pull into 5th at an opportune time. So in an ideal situation, you're in 6th as you hit here, and you get Iron, and then you pass one of the front runners who didn't get Angling and Scheming. You pull into 5th. You trigger Redshift. So that's the positioning gamble on the uniques, but also just the gold excels. You're gambling that those will trigger early into this portion where you actually get value from them rather than somewhere in here. And if those things do happen, you get a really good outcome. When those things don't happen, you kind of just don't get an excel, and you can't close the gap on the front runners. LSS and medium, is that good for Cancer CM? Unfortunately not. Cancer CM's a bile track, so you'd want to smile. Yep, and then the hope is, as a late surger, you either hit your excel at a good time, and then that gets you to your top speed quick, and then you chase down whoever did get Angling and Scheming, or you're running a front blocker that denied Angling and Scheming, and then you have less of a gap to make up. Mile S Turf is still good. Yeah, that's still very nice. What is a front blocker? So that would be someone like the three that I see discussed the most are Sakura Bakshino, Smart Falcon, and Daiwa Scarlet. And you build them not to win the race. So stat line wise, you look for as much speed as you need to be able to consistently finish the career. And then instead of pumping speed up and trying to cap speed, you focus on boosting power and wit. Power so that you get the better acceleration at the start of the race, and wit so that you get the better target speed throughout the race. And you load them up with mid-race skills. And the goal there is that you have somebody who accelerates really quickly at the start so they can take the lead, keeps a good pace throughout the race so they can keep the lead, and has the speed skills to keep them in the front. So that then when you get to the late race, when you get to here, where angling and scheming would trigger, they're in first. So it denies the other front runners the chance of getting angling and scheming, and then they don't get an acceleration, which is basically their like win condition. And out of those three, Bakshi, Falco, and Daiwa Scarlet, they all have uniques that help them keep lead. In the case of Falco and Bakshi, or Falco and Daiwa Scarlet, whose uniques need you to be in first, or Bakshi, who needs to be top 3. It can help her take lead as well. So I think Blocker Bakshi is both nicer to build than Falco, because you don't have to deal with the fact that Falco's turf starts so low. Also, more people have access to it, because everybody has Bakshi, because she's a 1-star. So she's cool. She's really cool. It seems like it'll be... I don't know how widespread it will be, but it seems like a very solid idea. If you're not running a front runner of your own, to do something like that as one SWAT. Just so that you can help weaken the other front runners. And then it gives your backliners a nicer chance at pulling up and winning. Not something you'd want to do if you are running a front runner, though. Because then you just block yourself and then you're sad. We could take Sam here. Well, there's another green. That's a cheaper green, too, than what Sunny Days is. So that's nice, because we got it hinted further. Let's take Stam again here. Big Guts stack. Oh, that's good for friendship. Would be nicer if that would happen to our speed instead of Guts. Stam or Guts again for friendship stuff. Let's just take the rainbow. We do need to take races. I said I was gonna be more forgetful today. That's part of it. I forgot that we do need to race. Let's rest here. That's not bad. That's not a bad turn, but we should take a race. Please win. Okay, cool. Oh, we got Aishin's chains in very quick succession, actually. We take this. Spec and Rainbow now. We get energy back from New Year. We take a G3. We didn't get, yeah. We didn't get Fan Promise. Figured we might as well check, and see if there was a certain course we should prioritize. So I couldn't remember if we got it and then I forgot, or if we didn't get it this career yet. If I don't have enough sashes to get my grass or vodka to P5, should I even consider running them as aces? I don't know. I think the thing that makes them both particularly nice is the fact that they do get access to their P5 skills. But you can, like, borrow Ogre card and get Furious Feet that way, or just take the white versions of the Excels if you can get them. Either Slick Search or Updrafters, and then just grab the uniques. It'd be weaker than having the gold, but it's an option. I get focus. Give me more wit. Yeah, that's I was looking at when I was doing deck text stuff, I was looking at just like Ubalator comparing stuff with different combinations of wit and power. The main reason that I've landed on 2 power is well, there are two. One is the higher power was like consistently outdoing the higher wit. And also, I think if we run 1 power card, we just won't ever hit the stam goal with the stam sparks that I do have. So having the 2 power cards, and having more power trainings that we do take is helpful from that end as well. May I end up running Mile Gold Ship? Not Gold Ship. I rewatched. I've been writing stuff down for the. Ow. Oh. My head. I was writing stuff down last night for the Gemini Cup retrospective video. I realized out of every race that we did for Gemini Cup, there were 2 races that didn't have a gold ship. Both were in the same set. It was in round 1, day 2. And also, out of the 13 losses that we had, 11 of them were to gold ship. So we really got terrorized by gold ship. And then the other losses were to a Lucky Pace Tachyon and a Lucky Pace McQueen. What parents are you using for your Smart Falcon? We have an El Condor Pasa and a Same Sky. There are pictures of them in this document as well. Also, that's gonna double send again because I put the command in both chats because I'm dumb. Sorry. Oops. I keep forgetting to toggle it. Would running Same Sky with Falcon Ace be like a backup or shooting yourself in the foot? Ooh. I haven't thought about running the 2 together. In cases where Sei does take lead, she's still very good. I don't know how that interaction goes with Falco. I would probably still just do it. We just did a room match, which is a very small sample size, but a Sei won that, and the Falco just never... I think there were 2 Falcos. Neither of the Falcos took lead at the start, and the Sei was just able to hold it. And in that case, it was fine, and she took off at the end. You're gonna want 2 front runners anyways if you're doing front. And Sei is a strong option, too. So I would build them both. Unless you have had another front runner that you were planning to run that you like more. I think more Umish she should specify it's okay to get 500 wits of... I will make sure to include that when I do my Cancer Cup video. It's I was scripting some stuff for it because I've been making PowerPoint slides and just writing notes to myself of what I do want to say. The stat slide has been weird because I have a stat line for front, which is just this. But I feel like the numbers move around depending on what cards you have, and I don't know. I think we'll probably get a better range, or a better idea of what our stat ranges are gonna look like as we do some more Falco stuff as well. Let's rest. Is Aishin the only one that's missing friendship? Oh, we did get front straights max into it now. I was gonna say we should have bought front straights before we took that bourbon. No, we're missing Marve as well. Well, Marve's done now. We're gonna enter summer a little low. It's gonna be race, 2 trainings, and a rest. So we can get back to a great mood. So I kind of scuffed summer. But I think we come out of this summer with a better stat line than we had ending Classic Year last career. Assuming we don't get terrible turns. Oh, here's our rest turn. And that gets us out of great mood for these huge rainbows. That's not bad, actually. That is worse, but still fine. Oh, and the mood immediately drops, and we get migraine. Even better. Let's heal migraine off, because that's annoying. We get energy from this as well, so that's like we just took a rest that turn, kind of. Almost. We could take Wit here, or we could take a race. It's late October, we could take Tenosho. Maybe we get left-handed. And if we're lucky from this race, we win it, and Atsuko shows up and she fixes our mood before raffle. Cool. Awesome. Oh, that also would have done it too, but... What's the chance of inheriting a skill? There is... This document here has a whole bunch of information on inheritance and skill stuff. In the very bottom, the bonus chapter, there's information about inheritance chances and an inheritance formula in there. Is there any way to get a left-handed event from the Suzuka card? Get lucky. Unfortunately, there's not a way to guarantee the random events. But I wish you the best of luck seeing it happen. Ooh, there we go. Big one, big one. This gives energy too, right? Yes, energy or speed guts. Big stam turn, we don't care. We take power. Better stat line than last career for sure. We're like 100 up on both stats. Ending this year. Took me like 3 runs before I first saw left-handed when I was building my parents. I literally, when we were doing Taurus Cup, I don't think I ever saw left-handed from Suzuka. When I was doing Cancer Cup parents, I got it 5 runs in a row. When I was doing Ogre stuff. So the RNG just kind of does its thing sometimes. We get the extra skill points because we took Tenosho, so that's always nice. We actually had the fans for it. Not something we'll necessarily go out of our way for, but when we can make it happen, it's good. Power here is good as well. Is that facility 3, 2? Or are we 1 short? We did get it. Cool. Bushel? I feel like I see the same. Yep. Literally, like, I think half the same skies I've borrowed have it as a grandparent, and then I also have it as a grandparent to my L. It's this one. This one's been everywhere. Marvey, why won't you hold my tail? Why won't you do it? This is a 10%? We don't feel 10%. And then we rest after this race. Our power's looking good, our speed's low again. But our speed facility is high at least. So that's good. We just need good speed turns to show up. Oh, there's the guts. That would have been a decent turn. Sakrita, what's up? How to be more marvelous. This is... oh, energy and mood. Wonderful. It's been a while since we've run Marvey, it feels like. Sweet. You ask for good turns on speed, and you receive good turns on speed. We need groundwork here. We don't see it. And we're dead. It's over. Why is your team still at 193k? Because we're doing CM stuff. I don't have time to do team trials trainings. We gotta build CM Umas. And I can comfortably retain class 6 anyways, so there's no incentive to boosting the team trials team any higher. Outside of team rank rewards, if we rank up. But we're gonna hit those rank ups anyways when Aharu comes out, so I'm not in a rush. Let's take Wit here. This turn's bad. We take Wit, we get a... okay. We take this, we rest. Oh, don't slow metabolism. Okay. It is gonna feel very similar to Spurt, but I do have I think we have more groundwork sparks on these parents than we did Spurt sparks last CM. So hopefully we will see groundwork more consistently. We're gonna rest here. Get the mood back to great. That works. Not a great rainbow, but at least it's a rainbow. Weak summer. This is guts or target insight. We just take the guts. We're not gonna buy target insight because we already have the greens we need. I think we just take wit and speed from here on. Our power is fine. Unless we see like a crazy power turn. which that counts. Cool. That's a good turn. That's a very good turn. Okay, we rest here. Good rest. Cool. We've been under on whip by quite a bit, actually. And we also haven't seen tail held high from Marve at all. Maybe we swap her. I feel like she is our higher wit option, though. From what we would run. Oh, we get carrots. That's one more run of somebody. Oh, right-handed. When we do start spending carrots on careers, which is gonna happen soon. I think we're at 19. Toughness 30s left. We're doing very well on power. We're doing very, very well on power. The speed is low. And the wit has been low as well. And the stam has been slightly low. How do we fix it? Get better trainings, I guess. We could... If we are hitting situations here where we're not clicking wit that much, we could just... throw fine in, throw fine back in, and at least then we have training effectiveness on those turns where we're not hitting wit. If fine shows up somewhere else. I don't know. BGM has been cool. I don't hate Uma music, but it's nice to interface. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I like the Uma music a lot as well. I have a few Uma songs, game OSTs on the playlist, like the song that's on right now. But I think what I've normally been doing is I'll have normal game music on when I do careers on my phone. And then when I get to stream stuff, having the change of pace is nice. We can take focus too, I guess. We're at 288. Oh, I forgot we have to buy uniques. Right. Well, in that case, what would we do in this situation? To buy the unique. Drop that. And then we buy it. We won't do that, because we're not going to use this one. So we'll take things that we can get sparks for, in case we do see nice sparks somewhere. Do we have anything mile specific here? I don't think we do. We can take medium straights then. Take this, take sunny days. Or, oh, right-handed. We do have right-handed. Oh, we can't afford it with that. Higher rating than the last one. A lot of whites, actually. That's a little closer. I don't know why I went into here. Very close on this dam, actually. We're overshooting guts, which is an odd situation to be in. I don't know how that's happening. I guess just friendship trainings early on. Lined up that way, that we took guts more. Yeah, the cards just showed up there. We do get, yeah, we get 20 from the 120k fan event. Marve's giving guts on her chain too as well. Bourbon gives guts. Oh, I guess that does make sense. We are getting guts from a lot of events, actually. From both Falco and from the deck. Well, more guts is better than not enough guts. So, that's fine. Maybe you run into a stand debuff or something, and then the extra guts actually matter. And I guess it also means that we never have to be worried about being below the guts stat threshold, too. Let's try fine. We'll make one swap to the deck. Which means I have to change the graphic on the side too. Oh, I set up a whole new way of doing the deck. I finally did it because I was remember how when I made the graphic the first time? I don't know if anybody was here when those streams happened. But when I had initially set up, wait, did I not save the? Oh shit. Where's the Falco template? There it is. Okay. I was complaining about how long it took to switch cards from the deck because of how I had things set up. I fixed that now. Everything is changed, and it's a lot cleaner. So that's nice. I did that last night because I wanted to do some movement stuff when I couldn't stream. Where are you, Fine Motion? You're here. Okay. She's 1 LB. There you go. Quick and easier now. The problem is, I don't think it updates the deck that I have linked in the documents for the commands. But that's okay. I won't worry about that one. Is 1LB Fine Motion better than MLB Dober? I think... in terms of stat output in this deck, actually, here's what we can do. We can throw this up. We haven't looked at this tool in a bit, I think. Or at least it feels like it's been a minute since I've opened this up. Where's Special Week? Special Week? Here you are. Also, we're gonna drop Ashian for King. I changed my mind again. Sorry, Flash. We've been hitting greens. So, we've been hitting greens and we've been low on speed. So let's throw King back on. Which also means we have to change that here. King Halo speed. King Halo. We have El Condor Pasta, Bourbon, Wit. I'm looking at this thingy. This is, I can link this in here, which gives like a general idea of stat output, kind of. If we look here, it does rate Dober and all the other SRs up here as better than Fine. We're gonna try Fine just because I think the training effectiveness might be nice. Because it feels like, at least the last two careers we've done, we just haven't been clicking Whip much. So I think we're gonna try it and see how this feels, having more of a roaming Wit card. That if she does show up on Wit, we take it, or if we have a bad turn, we take Wit anyways because we want the Wit. But if she shows up on like speed or power and provides the training effectiveness to it, then maybe it feels a little nicer. But I don't know. We're gonna try we'll try swapping a few things around. Oh, big speed. That's good. Thank you, Spe. 2 on speed, 2 on power. Let's take speed again. Practice perfect is nice too as well. Yeah, that's true. Take power this time. Get Kita and L closer to rainbowing. Prioritize them a bit more. could take the 2 on speed. I'd rather do a training on speed than a training on stam, even though we've been undershooting stam. So maybe squeezing in a stam turn every now and then. Oh, that would have been nice. Maybe squeezing in a stam turn every now and then isn't a bad idea. If there's a nice stack on it. I think we took 4 trainings on stam last career, because we did hit stam level 2 on that last turn. Yeah, the practice practice perfect event is on our chain 1, so hopefully we see it early. In this case, we'll take stam, because this also gives us a shot at a green, which we don't see, but that's fine. And it's slightly more friendship than what we would have gotten on the speed, and I'm okay with that. 3 on stam, we'll take that too. Got another horrendous Pasa grandparent run. Do I really need to raise their long aptitude from B to A? Oh no. I will say, after doing L and Ogre parent runs the last 2 days, I don't know what it is about L's career. Maybe it's just her rivals, but oh my god, it is way harder to win races on her careers than it is on Ogre. At least with the deck I was using. Her Derby and her Arima Kinan are way, way, way harder. Kokura. That'll get our mood to great as well. Perfect. Okay, we rest here. Nice, good turn. And Fine Motion's putting in work with the training effectiveness on that rainbow, so that's cool too. We do want speed, thank you. This gets L rainbowing. Keeps the energy high. We get Etsuko Bond. Let's take Quit here. We get another shot at the green too. Hawkeye does nothing. We haven't seen Charming from that event today. But someday we'll see the Charming there, and that'll be the run. We do still have to take 1 more race. We can take 2 on Wit, because these are both behind anyways, so catching them up a bit is nice. We're gonna do it again. Do we do it 3 times in a row? Nope. We'll take hopeful stakes. Hopefully we win. I'm feeling hopeful right now. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards as well. I think if Fine Motion does show up on one of those nice speed or power stacks that we have been getting, then that extra training effectiveness can be really nice. But Dober does have the extra heal. And she lands on Whitmore. And she does probably just provide us more wit if we are looking for it. We're in a good spot with energy as well. We get the 20 here. Take this power, that's fine. And then we can consider training here if we see something good, and if not, we rest, and that's totally fine. That's not good enough to take. We rest. Get a little bit of Akikawa. That's fine. Nice, good turn. Okay, so King is 1 away. Bourbon is 2 away. I think Fine is 3. But I could be wrong on that. Wasn't paying attention the last time we saw Fine. Fine is 3 away. Okay. That's nice for friendship, but I don't think it's nice enough to pass this, especially with the fact that we have been low on speed today. Should click speed more. That's a 27. Huge. Okay. Now give me groundwork. Slipstream PTO. No groundwork though. Look at Falco go, she's so fast. That's my Uma doll. So we're missing groundwork and a green. Which is scary. But hopefully we just get both of them next inspiration. That would be good. That fixes both of those problems together. We get groundwork and standard distance. Or Summer Runner from like Takarazuka Kina and White Spark. Oh, we take speed here for sure. Bad rust, okay. I think we just take this rest. At least Bourbon can rainbow. So it's just Fine who's missing friendship. You do just take this. It's gonna put us at a fail rate here, though. Don't fail? Okay. That's fine. Big speed summer. This is Leader's Pride or Stamp Guts? Is that Stamp Guts? That is Stamp Guts. We've been low on Stamp, we take Stamp Guts. We don't need a Leader's Pride hint. We'll find other uses for our skill points. Another bad rest. There's practice perfect. Cyphies, what's up? I think we just rest again. Because we got the bad rest. Another bad rest followed by good rest. And then we overcap energy here, that's fine. Good speed turn. L, give me sunny days or standard distance, please. Someday she'll do it. Or we'll just see her sunny day event later. It'll be fine. We'll be okay. Or we'll get standard distance from here. No! No, that's the wrong green! No! I'll take this. Fines here. That's always nice. Fines hints don't matter at all. That's enough energy that we could train this turn. That's worth taking as well. This is our best stat line coming out of Classic Year that we have seen today. The problem is we're missing groundwork and a green. Carrot. Okay. The rare wit training. Left-handed, left-handed. Oh, eating event. We get slow metabolism, followed by a bad turn, so we can heal it. As long as this heals now, that's totally fine. Cool. Alright. Oh, well, we can cap our energy here. Thanks, Bourbon. Okay, we need to see groundwork here. We do, and we see sunny days. Awesome. Okay, those problems got fixed. We're alive again. This could be the run. we haven't finished Bourbon Chain. Interesting. I was coming in here to buy Front Streets. Because I just figured we had it done. Because we've been finishing it early today. Early lead sucks, ew. Nice. Oh, there's Front Streets. Okay, we are very low on energy here, so we rest. Good rest is huge. Followed by a good speed turn, even more huge. Continue to huge. Wit Rainbow would be great here. It's a weak one, but that's fine. We take it. Weaken 3 trainings and rest. That's guts. Thank you, fine. Got fast learner, huge! Best of luck with the rest of the career. Yeah, we're in a very nice spot now. This is going well. Hopefully we get a good summer. That's not a rainbow, but it's worth taking. Just because it's a big stack. You know what? We've been low on stam all day today. We're gonna take stam here. And then we'll take this. And then we'll rest. That sounds fine to me. I'm okay with how we played that. Outer post, okay. This is the downside to Fine. Is she takes our energy on chain 3. I think we rest here, yeah. Overcap, but the turn's bad. I'd rather rest and just get the energy to work with instead of clicking on a single whip. If we take this, we rest, we train 3 times. Or we take this and just hope we see another Wit Rainbow in the next 4 turns, and then we don't have to rest. I think we take this. I think that's the right call. Big outer post. Also, oh shit. We got jump scared by L chain too. Well, maybe the speed rainbow would have been better then. Welcome back, what's up? I can't speak English. I keep mixing up words. 2 turns later, I got Night Owl, which didn't cure an infirmary glue factory. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. That's single speed. Better than taking a gut stack. Better than taking the wit training and gambling on better turns for the next 3 turns. We just hope we see a wit turn in the next 3 so that we can train every turn without fear of failure. Also, we did get curvature and we got the good hint, so that's cool. I think in an ideal scenario, we get speed, power, wit, rainbows the next 3 turns, in some order. We take one of each. What is the race bonus on this deck, actually? We changed cards around. What are we at now? This is no longer at 40, yeah? Or at 36. 13, 13, 13. I think we have Akikawa done. 15, 5, 59. Power Rainbow gets our stam to where we need to be. Alright. We swapped Ishi and Flash for King Halo and Marve for Fine. Because we've been hitting greens, so I figured we might as well just take the extra stat output that King has, compared to the extra shot at greens from Flash. And I felt like we were just clicking Wit less. So having Fine as more of a roaming card if she does show up on a nice stack, the extra 11 training effectiveness is nice. Which she did show up on a good power stack and a good speed stack. So she has helped a bit. Worst Night Owl took 5 infirmaries? Oh my god. Well, no rainbow. We just take Wit, yeah. And then train the next 2, and that's fine. And then we're looking for a speed rainbow and a power rainbow. I think that would be the ideal situation. Or we just see no rainbows. That works too. This is still 1 short, I think. Oh no, 2 short. Big speed. My gold chip got slackered, but I couldn't heal it at the time, so I waited to get it healed later, but then I forgot about it. Oh no. Wit rainbow, shit. You know what, that's fine. Unfortunate last 3 turns. We don't cap speed, but we get close. We're slightly low on stam, but we hit the speed threshold if we're at good or great. I think we can take this and be happy. It's our best run of the day. Just an unfortunate lack of rainbows on the first 2 turns of finale. That could have made things a little nicer. It's a little low, little low, little low. I probably buy Outer Post too. Because it's cheap. Or not, because we have these to buy. Never mind. Never mind. We do have enough for it. That works, I guess. We get both the uniques. Double circle lettuce, nice. Curvature is fine. Fast paced is good. Front straights. PTO. That seems fine to me. I think I'm fine with that. And then we just get to buy outer post because we have the extra skill points left over. Barely A+, but it is A+. Another 2-star groundwork. Okay, that's our best attempt of the day. Definitely our best attempt of the day. So maybe we do just stick with this deck. I think that's probably the right call. We hit the stat threshold if we're at good mood or higher for Stam. Otherwise we miss out on it, and that's fine. And then the power is higher than what our goal stats list, but maybe lower than what we've been seeing on some of the stuff that we've seen today, so maybe our goal stat power should be higher, but it seems fine. It gives us a solid baseline that we can try out in room matches, see how she performs, and then go from there. See if we want to make any other adjustments. I think this deck seems fine too. I think I'd be fine with just running this more. Let's do one more room match. And then we can do account reviews. Here, we can host one. If anybody wants to join again. It is summer. It is good. You can say great mood. It's the finals. We made it to Group A finals with our one character that we have built. Here is the room code if anybody wants to join and try out a race. I'm gonna see if we can find a Yasuda Kinan room too that we can just throw it in. CM test. Also, oh, we have the old race that we entered and then I don't think we ever watched too. So we can do that as well. See how our old one performed. Which was this one. Put wrong Falcon! Uh-oh! Looks like Grasses, yo. Wait. How good is your grass? How good is your grass? Ooh! Ooh! Whoa! I'm scared. That's a good grass. Party full is starting. Oh no! How do we do? How do we do? Oh, we trigger unique! Wait, that's big. That's big. Go, Falco, go! That's something that didn't happen last time. She didn't trigger curvature. Shit. You got third. The deck side. Oh shit. I'm dumb. Wait, here. Replay it. I'll actually play it at 1x. Look at how adorable she is. She's so cute. More mid-race skills would help. It feels like we're running into an SP issue though. So we might need to take more races. Maybe we start planning more races. Because it feels like, oh, this is the old one. We can watch this too. This is our first Falco. The races are really quick, especially compared to Gemini. Gemini races took forever. But I'm very happy because I feel like we've got a solid path forward, and now we have a we have a Falco that we can enter into rematches and get a better idea of what we're looking for. We might drop Victoria por Plancha, maybe, just to have more SP for mid-race skills. Oh, we lost. It's our old Falco. Poor old Falco. Although in situations like that where there's a strong end closer, Victoria por Plancha is nice. Did this one start? Oh, it did. Okay, we can watch this. And then we'll do account reviews. This is new Falco. New Falco strong. I believe in her. Late start! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, did he manage to get Violet's? Not yet. We have 10 turf 5 mile on the parents we're running right now. So if we do see it, that's good. We'll at least do like 1 or 2 more days of Falco stuff. before we move on to doing more parent stuff to build L. So if we see it in there, and we manage to get things to line up with groundwork and stats as well, then that's hype. And if we don't, then I'll be okay. I won't worry too much about it. And we'll just hope we run into people with weaker Umas. If we don't get the luck in the careers, we'll get the luck in the matchmaking. It'll come somewhere. How many skills do you need to activate groundwork? You need 3. 3 greens or 2 greens and focus. If you are relying on focus, focus is a wit check. So then you have 2 wit checks at the start. 1 for focus and 1 for groundwork. So if you can get 3 greens, it's nicer, just because they'll always activate. Giving up on making my own pasta grandparent. Time to borrow and cry. I'm sorry. I have to do... What do I have to do with parent stuff still? I think I just use the same Ogre grandparent. Which is part of why I stopped doing Ogre stuff. You just take this one. And get the 2-speed 3-mile, even though the whites aren't great. I guess wet conditions is a little nicer on for L than it is for Falco, who starts with it. I was gonna make it tie with Scarlet as a parent for L, because the affinity would be nice. It was either that or I guess the other option was McQueen. If we just want to get Duty of Dignity calls, but I don't think we do. I don't know. Because it's an expensive 0.15 if it's not getting hinted, so I don't think we would prioritize buying it over some of the other stuff. And in that case, just having the better affinity from Die with Scarlet's better. Alright, I can't refuse. I think we can do 2 before we stop. So anybody who did fill out the form from the other day, that is here. Let me know if you want your account reviewed. And we can do it. I knew Boo Cat, you wanted it. I don't know if there's anybody else who had filled out the form that is here that does want account review stuff today. I filled out the 14 like we already did here. Greedy. For inheriting White Sparks, the number of stars on the same Uma doesn't affect the chance of inheriting. It just, I think it... Actually, let me double check again. I think we had this question the other day. Let me pull it up. Yeah, here. This is the parenting and gene guide. In the bonus chapter at the bottom, they have a section about inheritance chances, and it has the inheritance formula, which does with what they have shown here. The inheritance base rates do scale based on their stars. I haven't looked too much into the bonus chapter, because this has been a newer update. I don't know when this got added. But the last time I like read through this full document, I don't think it was there. or I am completely forgetting. Oh no, it got added a month ago. So I would have, yeah, it would have been, I would have read through the whole thing before then. I'm here? All right. So I think it's just you for today. Sweet, we don't even have to pull the wheel up. That's fantastic. So just not looking at most of the pictures except for the support cards? Okay. Let me open all these up. And then we can... Sweet. Okay, here's the support cards. Farming groundwork is becoming a worse experience than farming spur. I think it is, yeah. I think it's worse, because you need the greens too. So it's too... If you're relying on inspiration for the greens, or it's stuff that you need hinted. So it's getting the stuff to make groundwork work alongside getting the groundwork from inspiration. It is rough. I'm glad we hit groundwork 2 out of 3 times today from inspiration. We missed it on the second career. Awesome. Okay. Already outdated. Current goals are to build and improve CM, build and improve team trial, save for a specific character, marry Machikane Fuki guitar. Huge. Love to see it. And then looking for advice for CM and team trials. What card should I MLB? Super Creek, Fine Motion. Okay. I see, I see. Just finished my front pass runs. I hope they went well. How did they go? This is... Okay. Got it. Perfect. Okay, I got everything up now. Can we capture... Here are support cards. There it is. Now it's capturing the right window. Awesome. MLB Gita's huge! And oh, 2LB Suzuka is nice as well. Especially for front stuff for Cancer Cup. Teo? Ogre's nice for backline stuff for Cancer Cup. Ooh. Both at 2LB as well. That's nice. Say... Fine and Creek both at 0LB. Okay, cool. and Tazuna. And then SR is MLB Scarlet, 3LB Amazon and Maya and Cafe. MLB Bourbon, awesome. MLB Flash, awesome. 3LB Sweep, I wish I had that. The Wits, 3LB King, I feel that. Ooh, MLB Helios as well, nice. Wait, you've got some very nice stuff on the cards. For the question of whether to MLB Creek or Fine Motion, I would say if you are looking for limit breaks on one of them, because you can, with the selector tickets that we're gonna get from, anniversary stuff. Those are some of the bigger ones. At least from the early pools. Those would be the two big ones, especially because you already have the MLB Kita. I would prioritize getting copies of Creek over Fine Motion. I think Creek lasts longer. And eventually building up to your own MLB Creek is nice. I don't know if that's the correct approach, but that's where my priorities would be building up the creek. And I think we end up getting other wit options that are competitive with Fine Motion sooner than we get Stam options that are competitive with Creek. Like, we'll get, Wit Nature, Wit Mr. CB, before we end up seeing, the stuff that kind of pushes Creek out of the longer decks. Like, my mind always goes to Sound of Earth, because I don't like her, but I use that card a lot. But I'm sure there's stuff before then as well. What is... There's like a good Laurel Stam card, right? But I guess that's more for late searchers. Yeah, I think it's easier to find substitutes for Fine Motion than Creek. I agree. There's Rice Shower comes, you can pull up the timeline too. I can, boom. That's not what I meant to click. Rice Shower comes, oh, there it is. There it is, here in November. So we're about 2 months out from this, and this is where we get our new scenario in this period. And Rice, if we pull Rice up, this is a very nice banner to pull on. I can Rico, there we go. Because Rico's good for Alharu, Rice is good for Alharu. She is swinging Maestro. She does give you access to cooldown through Alharu as well with the scenario link. So she can give you 2 golds if you are having her in your deck when you're training long. I don't know what Aoharu decks tend to look like, because I started playing JP after Aoharu had passed by quite a bit. I started JP when Grand Live was going, so I went back and played URA and Aoharu and Mant very casually as I was just figuring the game out. So my experience with those scenarios is at a very low end, where I didn't know how the game worked and I didn't know what cards were good. But Rice seems very nice for Aoharu, especially if you are moving stamp cards out of your deck, because you do get Maestro, and Riko's also apparently very good, and she gives a lot of stamp too, which these two work well together in that way for helping to supplement stam if you do move towards more power. And then it seems like Rice falls off quite a bit after Aoharu. Apparently Riko's still nice for Mant, but it seems like that's more the case if you have limit breaks on her, where she is like providing the full value of these effects. But yeah, I would if we look at what were the wit cards I had said. Wit Nature comes about here. This is competitive with Fine Motion from a stat standpoint. And this is relatively soon. And then after that is, if we can find her, if it'll load. It's loading slow today. Oh, there we go. In June we get CB. CB's very good. She's also a very strong wit card at low limit breaks, and she's also very good for end closers, if you like end closer stuff. You're a big Fukugitaru fan. If you are looking for wit cards, if you are a dolphin as well, I would look for copies of the Creek on like your selector tickets. Pull on this banner, and then you have this from the Nature Wit card, and this is a very strong wit card to have. And in decks where you're running multiple wit cards, you can always run like this plus one of the SRs that you do have. So like the Marve or the Daiwa Scarlet, depending on which hints suit you better. And I think there's looking at it from that perspective, having the extra limit breaks on the Creek for when you are doing mid-long stuff and you want to use the Creek, it is nice. So between the two, I would definitely lead towards the Creek. And she should last for longer than Fine too. And then seeing your CM ace earlier from the room match, your Fukugitaru looks good. It looks like you're cooking. Do you have other characters built or in mind at this point for the rest of your CM team? Not late surgery issues, I'm struggling with front, specifically Suzuka. Okay. Suzuka has 20% speed, 10% guts, so it's similar to Falco, but with guts instead of power. Can't use her SSR card, so I'm constantly trading different decks around for her to reach the speed and power. I see. Yeah, I think, with the cards that you do have, and with what I have been running on the Falco end, I really like 3 speed, 2 power, 1 wit. And you have Kita, which is very good. Aishi and Flash, I think, is particularly nice just for the greens, right? The fact that she can hint standard distance, and she has the random event that you can get target insight from. So if you're hurting on groundwork greens, she's a particularly nice option. And then 3LB sweep is good. So out of your speed cards, I would probably lean towards those 3 in terms of speed cards for Suzuka. And then I like Bourbon a lot. Bourbon's really good. You have Helios, so you could do like these 2 plus borrow in MLB Fine Motion. I don't know how the power works out, and I could be underthinking the power because I have been using the MLBL and because I have the power bonus from Falco. And if that is the case, then borrowing, I like MLBL a lot just because of the, if we pull up, she can hit standard and sunny days, although she doesn't have anything that helps her hint, which is unfortunate. She does have 10% training effectiveness, which is nice if she does hit on a speed stack or on a wit training. She does have this event, which can give sunny days. And this event, her chain 2, gives 30 energy, which makes it very nice if it triggers at a time when you aren't capped on energy. So I've liked borrowing this card quite a bit just because it gives a lot of power because it has a lot of nice bonuses. And then the training effectiveness is nice. And then the chance at extra greens is nice just for peace of mind. And the extra energy when it comes in can be nice too. I know the other big power borrow is Vodka, which I think for late surgers is a lot nicer. Because she does have stuff like these 2. And she does also have Tokyo-Race Course, which is nice. And she does hint things more frequently and at a higher level than L, so if you are just looking for a green, you could also take this and go for Tokyo. On the topic of Biko SSR, if you are seeing that you're fine on your power with just these 2 cards, plus any power sparks that you do have, running something like Kita Sweep plus borrowing an MLB Biko, or again, if you need the greens, Kita Flash for the greens. And then the Biko. I like Biko a lot as a borrow, even when none of the stuff that she does give are great. This can work. I don't know how valuable it is compared to the others. But if you see that from this pool, which with her not having anything built in for hinting as well, seeing this is a little unreliable, but if she does give it, it's cool. And if not, then she's just a good speed stat stick that also has good energy events to help you hit the speed points that you do need. If you see that you are okay on power, but struggling with speed, and then in the case that you feel comfortable with those, all the options that you do have, borrowing the MLB Fine just to have another source of getting more wit, plus a strong roaming card. That can be nice as well, but if you're struggling with one of those stats in particular, borrowing the option for that stat is probably a better option. Stat check plus green skills, okay. I think if you are struggling for the green skills, I really like Kita Flash Sweep as a group of 3 that give a good amount of speed, and also Flash having standard distance on a hint is cool. And if you do see the random event that gives target insight, that's nice as well. And if you are seeing standard distance, at least that gets you to 2 greens plus the concentration you can fall back on if you don't end up seeing the 3rd green. But I also haven't tried training Suzuka yet. I was thinking about using her, because I was initially thinking about doing 3 front, and then I was debating between either training Daiwa Scarlet or Suzuka as my 3rd front, but now I've shifted from that idea, and I do want to have a backliner. So I haven't gotten around to trying to train Suzuka myself for Cancer Cup yet. And I probably won't get around to it unless I crash out trying to train L and give up. Which might happen, I don't know. I'm a little worried about the front sparks. Elrond was generational first inspo, wasn't a gold one. Hit mile front that's crazy. Yeah, hitting 1145 speed, 927 power, 540 wit, plus S front, S mile. With groundwork and the greens. That's very nice. That's real good. I'm hoping I can find a good... I haven't actually looked in the last few days. A good front Sayun Sky that I can borrow. But I haven't looked in the DB in the last few days just because I've been a bit all over the place. Also, oh, on the topic of banners as well, we didn't talk about Fukikitaru and where she is. But if you really like Fukikitaru and you're a dolphin, you're gonna make it work for sure. She's where is she? She's oh, I moved my window. Oopsie. Fix it. Oh, she's at Rico, isn't she? She is. Oh, this is a rough spot actually. Then, especially if you are a late searcher player too, and you are wanting to pull the nature. This into this with this banner also being up. If you are interested in this banner, that's a rough patch. But I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get Fukigitori early. Pulling it for Oshi purposes, that's the best reason to pull. 100% the most important reason to pull is because you really like the character. Also, her outfit's really adorable. So that's a bonus too. Only when I'm pulling for Oshi purposes is Jungle Pocket Nice. I've got a few. We did actually, oh, I don't know if. I don't think I ever saved the tier list that I made. Did I? I have to put it somewhere. Oh boy. Apparently I didn't put it anywhere. Because I can't find it. That's unfortunate. Actually, wait, it might just still be up on Tier Maker, although missing a few characters. Oh, it did say here. Okay, cool. I made we did a tier list a little while back of characters that I'm interested in pulling. Summer Crown would be up here as well. But a lot of these characters are good. I think the least meta out of them is probably Top Road. I really love Top Road. So can't wait for her to come. That'll be a nice time. Is this the team trials? Team trials. I think without looking directly at the builds of the characters, I will say, oh yes, I can use ID. That's perfect. With the cards that you do have, I think you can be shooting for like A+. With the cards that you have, and seeing what you've accomplished with like the Fukugitaru stuff. And again, because we pulled this up earlier too. That's I like this. I like this. That's a good stat line. I hope she hits this. I wish you the best of luck getting 7th. Let me move this over. Bakshin. Just gotten special week today. Huge! Hey! I love Spe. Spe is so cool. Thank you, Pika! Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out, I appreciate it. Oh, did I go back too far? I think I went back too far. Taiki Shuttle. Nice. I'm a big fan of Speed with Sprint. I think I've said that on every account so far. I really like Speed Wit for Sprint. I think it's fun. I think it consistently gets you to like a decent stat line. Or decent enough that you can score well in team trials. And I've been throwing Tazuna in as well on both Sprint and Mile now for quite a bit of different Umas. I like borrowing the MLB Tazuna for the extra training effectiveness. And just sticking concentration on everybody to have it. Also, finally got an A rank Suzuka. Let's go! Huge! Oh, congrats on the A rank. I think Tazuna has a lot of value for team trials just because concentration is such a nice skill for it. Especially if you have the other cards, which you do, to still hit a decent stat line. She feels really nice. This looks like this is an old career, especially with the limit breaks that you have here. So this is something you can improve definitely with the stuff you have now. Same with the Die with Scarlet as well. Air Groove. That looks nice. Maybe a bit more stam than what you need, but that's fine. That definitely seems like the most recent and the strongest build on your My Old team. So retraining the Maruzensky and the Die with Scarlet with just the newer cards that you have. Not that there's... I'm assuming you're in class 6. And as long as that's the case, spending the time and effort to focus on CM definitely makes more sense from a reward perspective, which is what I've been doing class 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think retraining these two makes sense. And with what you do have on Mile, I've really liked... What have I been doing on Mile? Because I think I changed... my vodka recently. Or I guess it was like 4 weeks ago, but that's still relatively recent. I was trying... Three speed, 2 wit. with Creek and just grabbing Maestro, or I think with Vodka, I did something different with Vodka because she has Bofa. I ran 3-speed 2-bit Tazuna. Oh, I did something different with Grass as well. I did 2-speed 2-wit Creek Tazuna with Grass. I think that's the Grass video I did. The more recent Grass video I did, which that was an odd deck. I think I just dropped a speed card because she has 20% speed bonus, and then we still capped and it was fine. I don't know about the decision making there. Power is probably a little low for my liking too on that build, but that was okay. Medium. Oh, gold ship. That's a lot of stamp for medium. This looks like more of a lunk build. Yeah, with the cooldown as well. Unless this is a different gold ship, which it could be if it's just highest. Oh, failed Gemini. I see. I gotcha. And then Fugiitari, huge. Suzuka, oh, this might be I see the lack of greens. Stat line's looking good though. The wit's a little low, but the speed and power definitely got there. Although the stam and the guts are a little low too. Yeah, for Cancer Cup, you can basically comfortably survive the track with 601 stam, 301 guts, and that also gets you the stat thresholds for Cancer Cup for the speed bonus. So shooting for 601, 301 is good. And then if you end up slightly low on either of them, you're probably still fine to live the track. I think I was looking at, with 301 guts, it was like 580, 570 in that range. That it was still okay. When I was looking at Umolator stuff for Falco. And if you hit Great Mood too, then it's like 578, 290, I think is what you need for Stam and Guts. I might have the number wrong. I wrote it down. I can pull it up. Yeah, it is 578, 290. I did get it right. So hitting those at a minimum is nice. And then if you can't hit 601, 301, but as long as you can hit 601, 301, you're good. And you don't need any recoveries. Unless you get debuffed, but I don't think debuffers are going to be super prevalent, and I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think you did, yeah, I think you did send the Tauruses. That would be this one, I think. If I can pull up the right window. Oh my gosh. Is that right? Is that the right one? Yeah, okay. It is the right browser capture. This is the Tauruses. S-mid. The Maestro Curvature. Both the uniques. That's looking good. That looks good. That's more stam than what I have for Taurus Cup 2. I think I was at like 850-ish on my Ogre, maybe. Might have even been lower. Got a decent win rate, but unfortunately got third. Oh. Yeah, we're doing account review stuff. Wait, where did I just move the wind? Oh my gosh. I'm a mess. Mayano Top Gun, Front Runner, and then Teo Tachyon. Okay. I like 4-2 for Maya. That is what I ran on my Maya stuff as well. That is lower on stam for the... Oh, I backed out too far. For the longer longs. So she might just die there. You could consider swapping the cafe for McQueen and grabbing cooldown that way. Or just if you don't hit the longer long tracks and get a good score on some of the shorter longs, then it's still okay. But I think out of the ones that we have looked at right now, it's these two and the Maya are on the weaker end. Teo. Tokai Teo. I love Teo. That's my favorite. This also looks lower on the stam. But the long S is nice. I would definitely look for more stam, though. And missing, it looks like you missed Gourmand. Yeah, missing the Gourmand hurts. I think this might be low as well, even with the unique, but I don't do much Tachyon stuff. It looks like you can definitely hit a better stat line than this, unless this is a different Tachyon. This might be a medium Tachyon. But if this is the long Tachyon, I would retrain this with probably drop the wits and just focus speed stam. Shoot for a bit more. So doing like maybe 3-2 stam. And then either the Tazuna or a wit. Or yeah, try 2-2-2. Who's a good Uber to build for Cancer Cup? I think Frontrunners are really good for Cancer Cup. The good Frontrunners seem to be Seiyun Sky, Smart Falcon, El Condor Pasa. Both Falco and El take a bit of extra work on their sparks, because Falco needs turf sparks and El needs front sparks. Outside of those, Daiwa Scarlet seems good. Suzuka seems pretty nice. You can run Maya front. I think it's probably weaker unless she triggers her unique, which she needs to be locked on the side for. Pace Chasers seem a bit weaker for Cancer Cup, but the ones that stand out seem to be El Condor Pasa, Daiwa Scarlet, and Karen-chan. They seem to perform well in lobbies that are lighter on front runners or just have weak front runners where they can overtake. But outside of those situations, they deal with a lack of acceleration skills, so that can be rough. For late surgers, they seem good, but also very gambly. You're kind of hoping that you trigger your excels at a good time, and that you're also ending up in a good position at a good time to get the acceleration uniques. So stuff like Vedra Orion unique and Maruzetsuki unique. If you pull up into 6th and 5th at good timings, you get a lot of value from those uniques. But then also, there's the 2 gold skills on your left and Furious Feet, which are both late race excels, but they trigger at a random time in late race. So if they trigger close to the start of the late race, they're really good, and you get a gigantic excel off of them. But if that doesn't happen, then you underperform. And the good late surgers, the big 2 seem to be Grass and then Vodka. If you are training either of them, you want their P5. Grass gets on your left at P5, Vodka gets Furious Feet at P5. You can also get Furious Feet from the Ogre Cap SSR power card, if you can fit it in as a borrow or if you have it. And then you're kind of just gambling on those excels triggering at a good time, or because you want both to happen, but pulling into a good position to trigger the inherited uniques that you get. And then there's end closer stuff as well. Taishin seems to be the good end closer. And then you could also try to do stuff with like end closer Wedding Maya or Gold Ship or Ogre. You can do end closer Ogre stuff or late searcher Ogre stuff, or I think I've seen people doing pace Ogre as well. Her unique is good. The downside to Ogre for late, I guess, is that you can't get Furious Feet from her card because you can't use it with her. But you can still get the white versions of like Slick Surge and Updrafters, and then the inherited uniques, which I'm debating doing an Ogre late surger as my third ace. I'm not sure about it. I might just do late Teo because I like Teo. We'll see. We'll see when we get closer to the Gemini Cup, and we'll also see how well my front runners are performing. Because if my front runners are good and they start winning, then I think I'm more inclined to do late Teo stuff because the front runners will just carry the team anyways, hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see where we get when our builds are closer to finished. Dirt team. We didn't look at the dirt team. Which does have the Falco, huge. Love Falco. That looks solid. More speed could be nice. A little more wit could be nice as well. But she should live the track, so the power is really high, so that's very nice. El Condor Pasa. I think you could switch your borrow to something else in a deck like this. Because you're reaching the stam amount that you need. This plus Maestro is already enough. So even without Gourmand, you still live for Dirt Mile. And I think with these 4 speed cards, you're gonna cap consistently. So you could drop Spe for either a wit card or a power card and shoot for more wit or power. Yeah, Emma will be fine. Oh, I think this is Gemini Ogre? Or is this Long Ogre? Failed Ogre for Gemini? Gotcha. Got one with Spurt and used that? Yep. That is the right call. I like Ogre a lot. On Dirt. I think she's really nice. Something you could do, looking at your Team Trials layout here, if we switch back to the browser. On this team, you could swap Ogre to late, just so that you don't have the overlap with the L. And you miss out on Gourmand in that case. But if you're running Creek in the deck and grabbing Maestro, that's fine. And you're probably hitting the same need anyways. It does hurt a little to lose her potential skill, I guess. But it looks like you don't have her at P3, so that's not an issue anyways. And I read my Ogre late as well. I think I have this exact same setup of characters, but just with Ogre late instead of Pace. And the upside to that is with the good positioning from Team Trials. Which I can... Oh, I was gonna... Maybe I have a picture of it. I don't know if I do. I probably don't. But there's a good positioning bonus for mid-race and late race. And if you're overlapping running styles, one of your characters can get that, but the other one will miss out on it. So swapping to late gets you the chance at having all 3 of these get their good positionings, which can just be nice for extra points. And Ogre is very good on late anyways, already. It also increases the chance, because she's further back, that there's somebody in front of her in that last 200 meters for her to get Triumphant Pulse off of. And it also means that L has one less person she's competing for top 2 with. So it makes it more likely for her to hit Victoria per plancha as well. Like Ogre, but she's not high up, so I didn't get her potential up much. That's totally fine. She doesn't have great things in her potentials outside of Gourmand too. Well, your P5 is sad. But I would look at actually, oh, I can do it on here too. I would look at retraining the Maruzensky, the Scarlet. Was it, yeah, the Maruzensky, the Scarlet, the long team. I would look at those 5. Prioritizing those probably. More stamp for the long team would be nice. And then these just seemed like older careers that you can do better with the cards that you do have now. And then I like late Ogre, so I would consider making that swap too. You could also do a similar thing as well on like the sprint team. Run Bakshin as a front runner. And then you don't have to overlap here. So there are things that you can look at for diversifying running styles if that's something you're interested in. If not, you don't have to go out of your way for it. But it is potentially nice to get the extra points from good positioning. But hopefully that gives some direction. And it seems like, especially for CM stuff, you're crushing it. It looks like from the Fuki Gitaru, you're doing very well. Hopefully the Suzuka will line up, because the front runners, it definitely feels like it's a bit RNG heavy that you have to deal with. And the downside to it as well, consider you don't have say from the list of characters that you did post. The downside to fronts is when you run out of your borrows, you just can't do anything. So it does become a... right now we're okay because we are still a few weeks out, but later on it does start to become a bit of a time crunch where you get the 3 attempts each day and you just hope that they hit the groundwork, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm not looking forward to that. That's part of the reason why I've started doing Falco stuff today, just so that I can get a start on it instead of worrying too much about parent stuff on my own end. Because I am worried when we get closer to the end of this month what things are going to end up looking like there. But it looks like from the stuff that you have, and from the stuff, like the builds that you have turned out, you're definitely capable of making the improvements to the team trial team that'll get you consistently retaining Class 6. And that is always something you can do if you have the time that you're like playing the game when you're not using your borrows on CM stuff. That's always like a small goal you can work towards. But for borrows and everything like that with the parents, definitely focus on the CM more, because the CM rewards are big. The CM rewards are huge. And also, best of luck with the Fuku Gitaru pulls as well. I hope you get it early. I hope you get good card luck if you are pulling on cards of that period as well. Things will be good. Inactivity! Oh, I opened the game up on my phone. I'm dumb. I opened the game up on my phone to check my old builds. Yeah, it looks like for late searchers, Also, not a card, but something else to consider is, and this is another potentially rough timing thing, this banner here. Dober, that's not what I... There we go. Dober's unique is a back-wide Excel unique. So this is something to consider as well. You don't have to pull it if you don't like Dober. But it's something to look at borrowing if you don't pull it for late surger stuff. And that'll happen in January. She's a very solid backline parent. I think the reference doc says she's like commonly used for 3 years. I might be wrong on that time period. Let me check. Majiro Dober. Yeah, meta-defining late end parent for like 3 years still comes up sometimes. It is a 2-month gap, just about, between Fukuhitaru and her. The upside is, and I could be wrong on this, because I haven't fully looked into it, but going off of what I've heard other people say, when we get to here, especially if you are spending, we get an UMA selector ticket in here, a paid UMA selector you can buy from the shop for first anniversary. Actually, wait, that's not there. Is that there? Where's first? That is first anniversary, right? I don't know time. And it should have... Actually, wait, am I looking at the wrong time? What is first? Here it is. Oh my gosh. Here. When we get to first anniversary, there's a paid ticket you can buy here that lets you pick an UMA. I believe it has everybody up through Tama. So you could pick her up from that as well, especially if you can't make this banner work. And then it gives you, like, from here up through that point, that's like a 3-month period where you just borrow Dober on the courses where she's useful when you're doing backline stuff. And then you can get your own if you're interested in doing more backline stuff. She could be a nice pickup to have. And that's a way of getting her, especially if you are spending, that maybe doesn't put you in as rough of a pull situation, depending on what else you are pulling for in that time period. But if you like Dober and you like backline stuff, she's definitely worth looking at. Isn't she like back? Yeah, that's from my I unfortunately, when I did play on JP, I don't like backliners. The only backliner that I ever built was Crown, just because late surgers and end closers scare me because I don't like being towards the back. I want to be in the front. I panic. So the times where I was using Dober unique were a little few and far between. It was mostly just when I was doing Crown or Exogre stuff. Backlining her. BB here is pretty funny. Says the higher you go. Yeah, everybody does get tougher. That's true. Was thinking about getting Summer Rosensky over Dober, but now I think I'll get Dober instead to... Oh, nice! Cafe! Cafe's cool. I'm unfortunately a big Cafe skipper. I really love Cafe's design. I think we can pull Cafe up and just look at how pretty she is. I really like Cafe's design. I think Cafe's design is really good. I think this Cafe is really good. I think her casual outfit is really good. I love her design. I think her design is so great. I just have never, I don't connect with her character as much as others, which is unfortunate. Oh, speaking of characters that I connect with, who have just been recently released, I got a Spars City and like 20 pulls on my JP account. That was nice. That was really good. That felt fantastic. Was a good time. I haven't trained her at all. I logged in to pull for her, and then I haven't touched my JP account since. But I've the last 2 times that I have played JP have been to pull for Chronogenesis and then to pull for S4. But I haven't trained either of them. Do play late searches a lot, but I'm still an Oshi player first and foremost. I think that's the best way to enjoy the game. Pull the characters that you like. Pull the cards that make the characters that you like perform well. And you can see a lot of success with that. Well, you have to potentially do more careers to get things to line up and get in a position where you can compete with some of the higher end stuff, yeah. But if you're training a character that you like, I think it's more than worth it. I also happen to be in the spot that a lot of the characters that I do like are also pretty good, like Marzensky. So that's the best of both worlds, where we get a great frontrunner for a few months, and then also I get to train Marzensky, which I haven't been able to do on Global because I haven't gotten her original version. So that'll be nice. I've been using Marzensky profile picture everywhere now because I think it's fun, and was hoping that maybe she would see that and like come home, but she hasn't. So soon. Soon we'll have her. What if I like front runners but don't like groundwork? Marzensky card. She'll save us. It'll be great. It'll be really good. We'll actually have a good card we can run in the deck that'll give it to us instead of inspiration. And then we can get mad when she doesn't hint the things that we want. It'll be so nice. Her card is so good. Her card is really, really good. It's such a shame because it has like all the stuff that you want on a frontrunner, and then she can't use it because it's her. I don't know if that's changed more recently because I haven't kept up with JP meta for like a year. Basically, as soon as it got announced that we were getting global, my interest in JP Uma dropped a lot, and before then I was extremely casual. Even. Oh my god, Glint, thank you for the 47 months with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. How's it going? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I hope you continue to enjoy the emotes as well. Beg wife for groundwork. Wife doesn't give groundwork. Mad at wife. Wife leaves meta. Remotes are some of the best. True. True. So true. I gotta commission some Uma emotes someday. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Now that we are just doing Uma all the time, I should get a Teo emote and a somebody. Teo would be the big one. Glad to hear you're doing well. Special week emote? I can make a special week emote myself right now, actually. Good idea. Actually, wait. Oh, that would be a funny idea. Actually, wait. I might do this. It's gonna be. I need to get footage of her losing a race, so that where she looks sad. And then it's just gonna be that with with 105th place next to it. That would be a good emote. That would be funny. I would do that. Could probably take care of you there. Let's go. What kind of emote is needed? Don't have Twitch though. Her going. Oh, that would be a good emote actually. That would be good. We could make a whole suite of Uma emote ideas. Actually, that would be fun. We could do like community emote ideas and then do a vote on what emotes, and then I'll commission some. I'll leave that on the idea board. Let me open the idea board. I have a Google Doc. I won't show it on stream though, because I can't leak ideas, but for the future. Rappy and Doro strangling each other to death. It would be a pretty one-sided strangling. I don't think Rappy would be able to even get her hands on Doro. Unfortunately, Doro's just too good. Delusional? No. No, it's the truth. Dorothy better. I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. I'm gonna go eat some food and lay down, I think. YouTube video stuff is coming. I'm slow and bad. I'm gonna have the Gemini Cup. Gemini Cup with that's the word. Retrospective. I'm gonna have the Gemini Cup retrospective video up by Sunday at the latest. I'm working on Cancer Cup stuff. It's slow. I've been PowerPointing. I have to edit the Maya career as well. Oh, this song's from Metaphor, which I played like 50 hours of and then never finished. I need to go back to that. Maybe we should do Metaphor Mondays. That would be a fun idea. That would be good. And then I'll like finish it maybe. I think I could do that for at least 1 week, and then it would probably not happen the next week. But I could pretend that it would be a thing. So we're finishing at about 80. Oh, we're not that far off then. We're getting there, probably. How many hours did I put in the Metaphor? Oh no, we put 60 in, so we're close-ish, kind of. Or I'm slow as hell, which is also a possibility. But it'll get done at some point, probably, hopefully. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. We will do more Falco ace runs tomorrow, probably. Yeah. I'm gonna start working on Die with Scarlet Parent stuff probably off stream too, without a borrow. And just see if we get anything before we finish Falco Ace stuff. And if I don't, then we'll do Die with Scarlet Parent stuff after the Falco Ace runs, and then we move on to L. And then we have to figure out whatever we're doing with backline, because I still don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Good night. Bye-bye. Anime bad. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I leave you with the wise words of anime haters Swift arc. Bye-bye.